What's going on, people? Spring is almost here. The elusive spring. Isn't this song awesome? I bought it. I'm going to use it in some videos I'm doing. It's really good. It's epic. How you guys doing out there? Can you see me? What's up? How you guys doing? So check this out. All right. So spring. I'm going to say hi. How you doing? Spring's here, and there's two main things that need to happen right now. This one's probably on your radar, right? Who here has hiring on their radar right now, huh? It's got to be a thing, right? And then marketing. What's up, Charles? How you doing, buddy? Hiring and marketing are the two big line items. But I'm going to talk about marketing. So here's a ninja trick. You want to be a ninja marketer? It's very, very simple. You got to have a strategy. You got to have tactics. And then you got to execute. Sounds simple, but very few people actually do this. And me myself, sometimes we overcomplicate stuff. What is your marketing strategy? Is it residential? Is it commercial? How many customers do you need each week, each month, each quarter, right? What's the breakdown? How are you going to get them? Where are they located? That's kind of strategic. And then what are the tactics? What are the channels, the avenues you're going to use to make it happen? You got to think of the tactics, right? And then you have to put it on paper, and then you have to execute it. But one of the big mistakes I see with marketing is they don't do multi-touch marketing, okay? So they only touch people one time, right? So you do a newspaper ad, it doesn't work, there's no results. And I don't think newspaper ads are a great marketing channel, but even if you were going to do it, you need to commit with it for a while so you can get multiple touches in the brains and eyeballs of your perfect customer, right? With direct mail or flyers or door knocking or door like putting postcards on people's doors or whatever, you have to do it multiple times or it won't work very well. And if you get a good response on the first time, you're going to get even more on the third and fourth touch, right? So you got to have multiple touches, and then you also want to do multiple channels. So if you're going to tactically attack a certain neighborhood, for example, and we all have these neighborhoods in our hometowns where we know like it's just 300 homes of the perfect customer, for example, we need to saturate it. We need to become a nightmare to compete with in that one pocket, right? And when you have clusters of homeowners that all hire you together, I call that growing from the inside out. It's really efficient. It creates a lot of momentum inside that community with all the word of mouth and all the cookouts they do together. It's a big deal. So what you want to do, though, is you want to have a strategy. Okay, my strategy is to get another 50 homes in this neighborhood. That's strategy. What are the tactics? Well, I'm going to use door hangers, and I'm going to use direct mail, and I'm going to use yard signs, and I'm going to use whatever, door knocking or whatever, right? Or you're going to get in the homeowner association newsletter, or you're going to get on an email blast for that neighborhood. Those are tactics. Then you need to schedule the tactics in a way that makes sense, is strategic, so that you can touch them multiple times in one window. So going into the spring, I think it's super huge for you to get a couple of these areas targeted and to build a plan. And the plan could include you hit them with door hangers really hard, and then the next 5 or 7 days later, you hit them with a targeted Facebook ad that's geolocated like on that area or your town, right? And then you also blanket the entryways and exits of their subdivision with yard signs and put signs on telephone poles or whatever. And then you also pre-schedule all your customers that are already in that neighborhood during that same 2-3 week window and spread them out so your trucks are in and out, in and out, in and out. A whole bunch of times in a row, and now you're getting multi-touch, right? And then maybe you do a direct mail campaign or a sequence of cards that hit them 2 or 3 times. That's how you become a nightmare to compete with and how you saturate an area. And the last thing I'll talk about is this idea I call runway. And runway is not a word that we use really in service business, so I use it. It's actually like a venture capital term. And it has to do with how much time do you have before you run out of money. Like that's what your runway is. But the way that I mean it's a little bit different. So when you hire new people, people get very scared to make hires because they don't have enough work. But they need to hire so that they can go get more work. And they don't know what to do. It's like, which one do you do? Do I hire the people and then hope I succeed at getting the work? Or do I hold back and still get trapped in the field myself, and then keep repeating the cycle of not growing or having incremental small amounts of growth? Well, one way to get over this is to go ahead and hire up, right? Like almost over hire, like push it in the hiring. But only if you do this, if you create the runway that you need. If you can create the runway, it gives you breathing room. And what I mean is we want to target the first 2 or 3 weeks in your spring season. And we want to become maniacs at filling those 2 to 3 weeks up to spin up and start the season, to start the schedule. You do that through getting on the phone with your past customers, hitting them in the mail, calling them 3 or 4 times, just going insane to pack those first couple of weeks. And so what you've done is you've created yourself runway. And that gives you some breathing room as you're bringing in a bigger team to go out and to keep the momentum going. And you can definitely keep the momentum going if you're doing this. If you're strategic, right? You have an overall plan, and then you have your tactics, and then you execute on it every week, right? And you're doing multi-touch, this stuff isn't like magical. It's not magical. But you got to do it like this. It really makes a huge difference. So I want to encourage you guys to do that. Also, this week, I'm doing a webinar. I'm going to go deep and teach you guys about Radius Bomb. Radius Bomb's coming. Radius Bomb is epic. I've already sent some videos. The last video I did went crazy. It had like 5,000 views in like a week. It is only in the USA. But go to SendGym.io/revolution. It's a free webinar. We're basically going to give you a detailed sneak peek into what it does, what it doesn't do, what it's for, and some really super high level tactics on how it can be used. Imagine you're a gutter cleaning company, right? You just want to target the homes that need gutter cleaning. Well, guess what? Look at all these houses. They're just surrounded by trees, right? So you can use Radius Bomb to just grab just those houses, and you can send a whole series of cards. Like there's 12 people it pulled up. Boom. It's insane, right? Or let's say that you only want to work for people that live on the lake, right? So you can use our polygon tool, and you can draw I could do it around the whole lake. Actually, I did that. There's like 800 people on this lake. Check this out. This is insane. We just want to target the lake people right here. We can hit them with a specialized targeted card or something. There's 14 people I just highlighted there. It's insane. Or you can target bigger groups of people, right? I could target this whole street right here, for example, if I wanted to. And then use a card that has something to do with this name of this street, for example. It's crazy. I could hit all 60 of these people in one swipe. It's insane. And we're going to reveal it. I'm going to go deeper because it actually does more. We're going to be opening our API, which means we're going to integrate with multiple CRMs, starting with Service Monster, I think, and it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So imagine you do work for this guy right here, okay? For example, you just did a job for this person. When we're integrated with your favorite CRM, when you're done with that job, you don't have to do anything, and it can automatically, our system will know, okay, you did work for him. It'll send this person a thank you sequence and a follow-up sequence, and then it will automatically target all the neighbors, all these people, all around it, automatically. Like you won't even have to use this map, even though this map's super fun. You can actually automate it. It will just go boom, and it will exclude your customer, but it will target all the other people that are neighbors, saying, hey, we were just in your neighborhood. Or another thing that a lot of people are going to use this for is to do preemptive cards. So let's say you're going to be at this house in 2 weeks. Well, we can hit this whole street right here and tell people, hey, we're going to be in your area in 2 weeks. So call us to schedule, and we can do your job too, or whatever, right? And we can automate all that. So it's really cool. I'd love for you to join me. We're going to have a special offer on there so you can get in early. After Radius Bomb comes out, the price will obviously go up. We spent a lot of money on this, but you can get in really, really cheap. And you'll find out on Thursday all the more details. So just go to SendGym.io/revolution. We call it the Radius Bomb Revolution. I think it is a revolution. I think it's awesome. So that's it. You guys have a super duper day. I'll see you out there, and hopefully I'll see you on Thursday. Take care.